Welcome to another video, Walk on the Wild Side, and I'm here in Blackpool, and it's the second night of the famous Blackpool Illuminations. You might have seen my live stream, which I did from right here, just behind me, the Pipes of Pooh at Manchester Square. Well, it's now a Saturday night, and as you can see, the lights are shining, the Blackpool Illuminations. And I thought I'd take a little walk from here where I did the light. By the way, if you watch the live stream, thanks very much. I think it's got about 30 off that. We had over 3,500 peak viewers. Absolutely amazing. And if you've just joined the channel, welcome. And also, if you're not joined the channel, please make sure you subscribe if you like all things Blackpool and sometimes beyond. But anyway, we're going to take a little look at the illuminations tonight. We're going to walk up to the tower and we'll see what they're like. So I'm starting off here at Manchester Square, and we've got sirens already. It's an ambulance. And it's looking pretty busy on the promenade for the first proper night of the Blackpool Illuminations. I'll just pan around and show you where I was. I was up there on that hill. So we've got this hill just above the United Utilities tree. This is where Blackpool got its name from. Manchester Square. It's where the Blackpool formed all those years. Can you see the moon going down over there? Oh my God, that looks amazing. We saw that on the live stream as well. It's almost a half moon. I don't know if you call it a crescent moon, but it's getting towards a half moon. But yeah, I mean, look at that sky now. We've still got the twilight. I'm filming this at around about 9 o'clock, and I tell you what, they turned on the illuminations pretty quick last night, a little bit earlier than we expected. We're just looking over towards the hotel. The hotels are looking pretty full. We've got the Royal Sea Bank over there. Look at this now, look at this traffic. It's looking pretty busy, isn't it? And we've also got illuminations weather as well. We've got gusts of wind 35 miles an hour tonight. So that's what we call here in Blackpool. We call that illuminations weather. But it's not quite as bad as it could be. You might be able to see that they're swinging a little bit as we head past the some people have described it as a Chinese restaurant. Oh, they've got some entertainment on in there, the Craggy Don as well. They're all being entertained in there. And we're being entertained out here with the illuminations. And I think we might have some new ones here, but these are sponsored by Beaver Brush. You see, we've got some diamonds. So we always have new ones every year, but I think a lot of people don't always probably notice. You know, they're very subtle. You'll have to let me know what you think of the illuminations these days, how they compare to the bulbs. I actually did a video this morning which was meant to go out on Saturday night, and unfortunately that video, something went wrong with it, so I couldn't do the video. I was talking about how the illuminations started. The illuminations started as part of the first, or one of the first, electric street lighting in the country, arguably the first. And that was about late 1870s or something. One of the first towns in the whole country to get electric street lighting. As we look towards the Vauxhall, the former site of Blackpool's oldest building, the Vauxhall. It's looking a bit shut up over there, isn't it? All that block there is all shut up. We've got Prime Burger, which is the other £1 burger, not the original one, but it's looking a lot more lively over this side. Food to go, AJ's Burger, Gaieties. I had a walk down the back there the other week, the clubs, and that are looking pretty good. How's the tower looking? I actually think the tower's looking pretty good. It looks like they've got some new lights and a new system going on it. I think these illuminations that we're looking at now are some of the best ones that we're coming into. Oh, look at the crowd, look at this. Look at all these people. There are a lot of people here. Well, this is what we want, isn't it? Now, I will do a proper look at the illuminations when I get a chance, when it's a bit quieter in the midweek, I think. But as we look towards the big wheel on the central pier, now how many people out there think that the central pier and the south pier, because of all the rides, they have captured some of the magic, some of the atmosphere that the pleasure beach has lost since they started charging people to go in, because the piers are all free to go on. You just pay for your ride. You can just walk on the pier, walk to the end, walk back off again. You don't need to go on a ride. But at Blackpool Pleasure Beach, or it's not even called Blackpool Pleasure Beach anymore, it's just called Pleasure Beach Resort, you have to pay to go in. And if you pay on the day, it costs about £50. Now you can get it a bit cheaper if you book online. I think it's 38 as we look at Silcock's Fun Palace. I'm keeping up with all the traffic here. £38 I think it is for Blackpool Pleasure Beach if you pay online, which is okay. So let me know what you think. Oh, watch out, there's someone. You know, you're not supposed to come across here. Loads of people just seem to drive across here, you know, onto this part of this side of the central pier. Can you see there's a lot of cars down there? People just seem to park up there and think they can get away with it. Well, you are not allowed to park anywhere across the, well, unless it's a designated car park. You're not really allowed to cross the tram tracks unless it's a designated crossing zone, like one of the car parks at South Shore. But yeah, it's looking pretty busy. We're just coming up to the Chapel Street. I'll show you the central pit. There you go. So central pit. I'm getting blown about a bit. The central pier. Like I said, the piers are all free to go on, and the central pier and the south pier have rides, some pretty good rides as well. The south pier probably has a bit more thrill rides, but if you want to go on them, just get your tickets. If you don't want to go on them, you don't have to. You can just walk around the pier. But we're now coming to an even busier section. Just over here we've got the waxworks. Someone else on there. I did a video this morning. There's the one that didn't work, and I was showing the stage and everything. They were taking the stage apart and all that. Unfortunately, I couldn't put it out. So we'll have a look tonight and see if they've managed to take what they've managed to take down. But it was a massive setup they had for the switch on. It's the first time I know of that they've closed the promenade off at the section in front of the tower completely to traffic. And as you can see, we've got all this security here with these big, massive steel gates. It's incredible, isn't it? I'll tell you what, they didn't have that back in the olden days, did they? Anything like that, did they? That's Pyramid Plaza over there with a massive souvenir shop on the bottom there. I know you do. I think that used to be, was it the Oasis? The Oasis Amusements. And then Funland over there. Now, if anyone's wondering about the old trams, they will hopefully be back during the Lightpool Festival, which starts in the middle of October. I think it's October the 15th. So hopefully we will get to see the old trams, because we're missing the old trams, aren't we, folks? Come on, we're missing the old heritage trams, the light-up trams, the Western Train tram, HMS Blackpool, the balloon trams. We want to see them back on the track. Oh, can hear sirens again. Oh my goodness. It's all going on in Blackpool tonight. Trams ringing the bell for fun. Get off the line! It's another ambulance, I think. I was just wondering how the emergency services got through, because the promenade just up here was completely shut off to traffic for that concert where Ollie Merce turned on the Blackpool Illuminations, and just here is where they start to fence it all off here, so you couldn't get up to the comedy carpet. If you were visiting Blackpool, in fact I'm not sure if we can, nah, we probably can, can't we? This is where they had all the works vehicles in this section here that's all fenced off, and the stage was just up there, but they'd taken the stage down. They were quick taking that down. The stage faced towards the north, funny enough. I wasn't expecting that. So we're just opposite the Coral Island. Let's have a look. It's pretty bright here. Look at all these lights. Wow. They're doing pretty well there, aren't they? Does anybody remember the Palace nightclub? It used to be in there. The Palace. It was probably Blackpool's most famous nightclub, and it used to be on the Hitman and Her, and it was in there before they built this big black thing, which is supposed to be a hotel, I think. But yeah, it's in limbo. But anyway, this is all the hoarding they pull up. The hoarding pretty much starts here, and this will be where all the stars come in this way behind the stage, because the stage was just up there, and like I say, it faced towards the north. I think they've opened up the comedy carpet. It's a pity I lost that video. I'm just trying to show a little bit about what I did on that video this morning. Unfortunately, the audio. I can hear sirens again. I can't believe it. Is that another ambulance? We're just across the road from the Albert and the Lion, and that's in the Woolworth building, 1938. It was Woolworth's flagship store at one time. Let's have a look at the tower. Oh, I tell you what, it is non-stop sirens tonight in Blackpool. But anyway, this is it, folks. Yeah, all this here was shut off. Can you see how they've got cars going through? Well, all that was shut off last night. From right in front of the tower to the other side. But now we can go through, and I believe that we can get onto the comedy carpet, which you couldn't do yesterday. So this is how it looks. Let's have a little look through the fence. We have got another ambulance going past behind us. So this is how it looks. This is where the stage was. It was pretty much where I'm pointing the camera now. And it looks like they've got the light pool set up over there. That's that box over there with the lights on. That's where they have the music and they do the projections for the light pool. That's going to be starting on October the 15th. But at least we can... They've opened it up, so this was completely full of people. 24,000 people apparently were here last night. Yeah, and they have completely dismantled that stage. They've done that quick, but they've still got a little bit to do. But yeah, that over there with the lights on, that's a projection unit which projects the. In fact, I'll show you now. Look, can you see? It's projecting the lights onto the tower, and that's for the light pool, and that's going to happen October the 15th, I believe. I'll put a link in the description. They've still got some marquees over here which were connected with the concert. So they had a bar over here. Like I say, there were 24,000 apparently, 24,000 tickets for this free. It was free, but you had to apply for the tickets. It was a little bit. I think it was a bit controversial closing off all this. What do you think? Let me know what you think in the comments. Was it controversial to close all this off? And you couldn't see the comedy carpet. It gets a lot of abuse, the comedy carpet, you know. It looks to me like it needs a really good clean. It's had vehicles driving all over it, and look at it. I mean, look at this bit here. You can hardly read the name. Can you read that? I'm telling you what, this is going to need a pretty good clean. I know someone who can do that as well. Can you tell the wind's blowing me? We've got 35-mile-an-hour gusts coming from the southwest. We're used to the winds here in Blackpool. This is proper Illuminations weather. It happens every year. We get the winds, the high winds. It couldn't have timed it any better, but at least it's dry. But let me know what you think about them closing off the promenade. That was a little bit controversial, I think. Yeah, I remember the olden days when they used to have the switch on in Talbot Square. Talbot Square, yeah. Well, they couldn't do that now because you can't fit anybody in Talbot Square, and they'd have to close all the road off. I remember going to see Red Rum turn the lights on in 1976. Well, I say I remember. I don't really. I don't even think we got to see Red Rum. I think the horse just stood on a thing and it turned the lights on. Yeah, 1977. I could just about remember it. Yeah, Talbot Square. That's where they used to do the switch on. And I was talking about all the famous names that have turned on the lights down the years. The Earl of Derby was the first person to turn the lights on, the first celebrity to turn on the Blackpool Illuminations. Hiya, you okay?
Sorry sir, this is your car?
No.
This is your van?
No, it's not, no, no.
Right.
No, nothing to do with me.
That's fine, thank you.
I think they went over there, I saw them getting out, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Some security guy there was asking me if I'd parked the van on the company car. It's not mine. Yeah, anyway, where was I? Oh, you know, Ken Dodd, cast of Coronation Street, Doris Speed, Annie Walker. Some famous, hey, she was proper, wasn't she? Annie Walker, yeah, that was the days when Coronation Street was proper, wasn't it, you know? Yeah, she was a proper landlady of the Rover's Return, took no nonsense. You know, I never used to really watch Coronation Street, but I haven't watched it for probably 30 years. It's nothing like it used to be, is it? Let's face it. But there you go. Oh, look how busy the tram is. Oh my goodness, it is absolutely stuffed. But yeah, Cannonball, Ken Dodd, some of the names that have turned on. Jane Mansfield, she was a bit of a wild card, wasn't she? Jane Mansfield, yeah. Yeah, there you go. That was back in the 50s, I think, yeah. But anyway, this is how they look today in 2025. And we're just coming up to another roadblock here. Are they going to leave this roadblock in? You see, they've got these barriers here. I've spoke about them before. They're horrible things, aren't they? They've got a steel gate which can go across the road there. And I call them London barriers, these, because they remind me of London, because they've got them in London. They're horrible things, aren't they? But that's just the way things are nowadays, isn't it? There's the beach house. And this is where they actually started to hoard it all off there, can you see? So all that bit there was all sectioned off. And you can tell it's a bit blowy, can't you? People are getting a little bit blown about. But there seems to be quite a nice atmosphere tonight. We're looking towards Papa's Fish and Chips over there. Let me know what you think of these illuminations. These have actually been here for quite a while. And don't forget, we've got the famous tableau section, which is from Ginn Square all the way up to the end of the illuminations at Red Bank Road, and they're probably the most popular of all because you can actually walk around those ones, and some of them are interactive. So we're just going past Coyote Ugly. Remember when that used to be Brannigan's? So there you go. Think, don't drink and drive, and also keep off the tram lines. Don't do what I do, keep walking on the tram lines. I'm always looking over my shoulder, don't worry. Anyway, I've just made it to Talbot Square and we're now opposite the North Pier. So let's see who's on the North Pier, shall we? Pink tribute. Chubby Brown. Chubby Brown is doing the North Pier. He's not for everybody, is he? Let me know what you think of Chubby Brown, but this is how the North Pier looks. It's for sale as well. The North Pier is for sale. who wants to buy the North Pier? You need to have deep pockets because it might need a little bit of work doing to it. And also someone needs to find out how to make money out of the North Pier. Now that these days they don't charge to go on the piers. Well, that would be a bit controversial if they started to charge. Because remember when the North Pier, well, I don't say remember, but when the North Pier opened in 1863, you had to pay to go on it. They might need to start doing that again. That would be controversial. Anyway, let's take a look back. There you go, there's the tower. And the Blackpool Illuminations. That was a quick walk around just to show you. I'll do a proper walk around or a drive round at a later date when it's a little bit quieter. Okay, I'll leave it there now. Thanks for watching. That was just a bit of a quick look at the Blackpool Illuminations on the first proper night. I'm getting absolutely buffeted at the moment by those 35-mile-an-hour gusting winds. Illuminations weather here in Blackpool. I hope you liked the video. If you do, hit the like button and also hit subscribe and tick the bell for notifications of new videos, and I'll see you again on the next one.